Thank you so much for tuning in to She's All Over the Place with Katie. That's me. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays. Well, we have come to the end of season 5. Wow. As you may know, I normally do 22 to 24 episodes a season. This season, we went all year, started in January and went right into the end of December. So I'm in deep gratitude to all of my loyal listeners. Because of you, we're in the top 2% out of 4 million podcasts and going strong. And so we're wrapping up season 5 here and gonna take a little rest. And then we'll come back with season 6, stronger than ever. As you may or may not know, every season is normally themed. So season 5 was about reciprocating energy, making sure everything I put out also comes back full circle. So I was really focusing on my actor, voiceovers, being an artist, and having casting directors on, directors, producers, anyone to add value and share their struggles and experiences and how they pivoted through evolution from their circumstances anywhere in the world. I'm really proud and very excited with the season. I feel very full. I hope you do as well. Make sure you go and look at some of the episodes if you missed any. We had Sarah Jane Sherman on. She was the head casting director at Disney. She cast Animaniacs with Steven Spielberg, and she casts a bunch of projects on Netflix, Cartoon Network, and the list goes on. She's independent now and stronger than ever. Great lady. And we have some executive producers on the show, film producers, amazing casting directors. So just the titles are pretty clear with the topics. So make sure you binge a bunch of episodes. And if you hear something that inspires you and you think of a friend or a family member, make sure you share it with them too. It's free. You know, that's the cool thing about audiobooks and podcasts, because they're free. It's just the number one important thing is our attention and what we focus on. And, you know, we only can focus on one thing at a time. So I really appreciate you being here with me and sharing this journey with me. Yeah, wrapping up season 5. I have some very exciting news to share with you. Talking about, you know, what we focus on and reciprocating the energy and, you know, focusing on the entrepreneur, the artist, the actor. We're on strike for 118 days. And during that time, I, you know, put together the rest of my team for TV and film on screen. And I took a break from on screen for a decade. I cannot believe it was a decade. I had no idea when I took time off screen because I knew I was taking time off. I didn't know what the journey was going to be like. I didn't know how long it was going to be. And I was so lost. It was like a labyrinth and I didn't know how I was going to ever get back. But I had deep faith in knowing. And even when lost, I got back on the tracks. And I'm so grateful because I can take everything that I learned and apply it to the craft of acting, the up, the down, the in between. You know, I had this stunt in my career where, you know, in Hollywood, oh, you look too young, or, you know, this series is going to go. We don't know if you're going to age well, or you have to match the mom or the dad and, you know, around the cast. And through evolution and with diversity, you know, you don't have to have a perfect all-American family and matching everyone with their eyes and their hair, and things have become more liberated in such a way. So that's really exciting. But I was in an area where I was frustrated with my acting because, you know, of my age and casting types. And, you know, I want to say I stopped myself for myself and I thought I had to go on this journey, but also there's a deep knowing, right? So it is what it is. I got through the eye of the storm and I knew I would just be able to take all that I learned and apply it to my craft and be really authentic with my acting, because when we're watching a movie, a TV show, any program, the audience knows. They can feel your life of what's going on. And so I've had a lot of experience. I learned a lot with different neuroscientists, behavioral scientists, exploring my emotions and, you know, my habits and things I was attached to, and just all these different experiences that, you know, I've shared throughout the season and on the show in all of the seasons. So make sure you listen to those episodes. And if you want to know anything in particular, you can always message me on any social media platforms. You can reach out to me through my website, chonacas.com, in the contact area or any social media platform. and they're in the show notes. And if there's a specific topic and or a guest that you would like for me to have on and reach out to, let me know and I can do that for you. I look forward to it. So the strike ended. I got a great manager, and my team for on screen, they're all women, really strong, powerful women. And my manager, she's actually in Australia, super international, which is great because I'm a bird. I fly all over the place. So I need someone who's more open-minded, and she definitely is. Yeah, the strike ended and I made a Instagram video like, first audition, we're back in the game, and a lot of energy, and I know how to channel it. And my fifth audition, 30 days later after the strike ends, I get a call and I booked on a TV series, a day player role in an episode. And I signed an NDA, so I cannot share which episode or which TV show it is yet, but it is on a network series. And so I'm back on the map. I'm so excited. I'm so proud. And I'm just getting started. I want to say this is like my third time getting really close in the first two times, building the energy and the momentum. Then I spiral out and I run and I get distracted and I go all over the place. But this time I've had a lot of life experience and I've explored and tried a lot of things that I wanted to, so I won't have regret later on. And that was my personal choice. But this time, I'm not even going to stop myself. No one's going to stop me, not even me. So I did some self-sabotaging before. That was a hurdle and a journey one grows through. But this third time around, I've done it twice. I'm going to go for it again. And this time I'm going to go all the way. And like I said, nothing's going to stop me, not even me this time. So I'm excited for you to be on my journey with me. Yeah, so season 6, we're going to just dive deeper into being an artist and that journey and being more vulnerable. In the past, I've had a lot of guests on my show, and I am, but I'm going to focus on doing more solo episodes because it's kind of intimidating. It's a little bit of a fear that I have. So I want to tackle it on by showing up solo and being more vulnerable. I think those things that I'm going to be dealing with and facing will only make me stronger and more powerful and know how to utilize my voice even more. And so I hope that is a ripple effect for you in your life, for you to take applied action to do the same. Yeah. So, okay, now I would like to dive a bit deeper into what I was saying about the momentum as an actor for your craft. And I think this applies to multiple principles in life. When one builds momentum and really goes after it, in the entertainment industry, although I have my resume in my list, I mean, you can see my reel on my website, my acting reel. So I don't have to, have a list of like all the accolades and things I've done. But I have network credits with De Niro and Pacino and Nicolas Cage, and working with the top 35 filmmaker in the world, Werner Herzog from Germany. He's great. The struggle during the pandemic when I had this manager, it was very difficult for him to get me into the room because the feedback all the time was the casting directors were saying, well, what's her latest credit? What has she done? What's her latest credit? That's the thing in the industry. You need an updated network credit. There were struggles there. There are some legendary casting directors who know my work and that brought me in because they like me and they're fans of my work. So that was great. But through the evolution of 10 years, there's new casting directors that have come on, into working on projects who didn't know me growing up, who didn't know my work. And so I'm not sure who they were, but there were barriers of, getting me certain opportunities. And it's all about your team too. So, the quality of the choice of who you select on your team. And so it could have been, a mixture of a different couple things. But, first and foremost, I needed an updated network credit to get me back on the map. And it's always, from my experience, the most difficult to get that first one with anything. Once you're on the train tracks, you know where to go. Once you're plugged in and you have the map and the direction, you can just follow the direction. And so I'm telling you, if you're an actor, that this is a secret sauce that I went through twice already, 2 times. And I knew booking this first role would be the most difficult. So I did it. I had a goal to book a network TV series by the end of the year. And I did it. So having really deep focus and putting a timeline on it is really important. And then for some reason, if you don't meet that timeline, you can give yourself a new timeline and kind of shapeshift if you need to move your hard stops around. But I did have a goal. I was really focused. I had my teams in place. I had new headshots. I made choices to get me on that fine line to get a network series. So I end the year 2023 with a network credit, which means I go into 2024 back on the map. I leave 2023 back on the map, but we're going into 2024 back on the map. So now the next step is this. So now when my agents and my manager pitch me to casting directors for projects that are upcoming, and they say, like, what's her recent credits? They'll say, oh, she's working on this X show. She's working on this network series. That illuminates exciting energy and it makes you more attainable, right? They're excited about it. So then you're booking this job, then you're going out for this job, and then you're booking this, and then you're in a hotel in Atlanta, and now you're on this project. And then it's like a domino effect. And it just builds. Because I'm on a network show and the series is releasing in January. I don't know when it's going to air yet, my particular episode. But that doesn't matter. They just say she's on a series that's on a network. And then that's like a green light. It's like a relief for them because then they can go to the director and producers and say, oh, this is a working actor. Okay, cool. And then I book another job and then they're pitching me again. Oh, what is she working on? Oh, she's working on this show and this movie. Oh, she just wrapped this TV show. Now she's in this town working on this movie. And then the energy keeps building like a snowball. So it's very exciting. I'm going to quadruple down on my health, having a workout routine, which is so important. And I grew up as a cross-country runner, so short-term, medium-term, long-term goals with your physical body and then your mentality. Trust me, I've been out of cross-country for a long time and I've been out of the loop with my physical body of working out where I loathed it and just made so many excuses, and it was so hard mentally just to be physical. So I had to replace it with different words and do different things, even if it's going on a long walk and being in nature and, dancing. I love dancing. So I would just be able to be in my spirit and dancing and moving my body, and that would be my workout instead of thinking gym, workout, weights, right? So whatever it is for you, the replacement word or the replacement thing, as long as we're moving our energy, moving it around, right? I was doing really well. Actually, I was in LA and I was doing really well with dancing. And then I went to New York and I got out of my cycle, and then it was Thanksgiving, and then I was just out of it. And then even though I was going and doing a really good job, right now I'm in a position where I'm out of the pattern right now. And it's difficult. And I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. So I'm really excited to make a commitment to go to the 3-letter word that I've despised for so long, but it's super convenient. It's very close to where I am, JYM, to go there, do my thing, and that will be my baseline to make sure I'm going there because it's convenient a couple times a week. And then that will breed other areas of me being physical with my body, yoga, dancing, going to wherever it may be, and exercising with a friend. Just being in action is really important. I'm saying it to you because I'm also saying it to myself. I'm really looking forward to making this happen. So I have this base and structure and routine that's good for my physical body, which I know is also good for my mental well-being. And I have a great team in place. I'm going to, just audition and book more work and keep the podcast going and growing. I've released some new music, as you know. Grateful. I created it the evening of Thanksgiving Eve, and that is out now. I'm grateful for you. So I will definitely play it at the end of the episode. It is streaming on all platforms, wherever you listen to music. My baptismal name, Saint Kyriaki. It's Saint Kyriaki, Kyriaki. So definitely tune in to the music. But on New Year's Eve, on the 31st, I'm releasing a banger. It's called Purple Haze. And I was like, I wonder who else has a song called Purple Haze. So I went to my Spotify and I looked it up. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix has a song called Purple Haze. Is that so cool? The track's it's all EDM. I'm not doing poetry on it or anything. It's called Purple Haze, Bad AF. That's going to be, it's a banger. It's a total banger. So it's great for working out. It's a great way to end the year and bring in the new year. Really proud as a solo artist. I went through my catalog and the first day of Paris Fashion Week, released a Fashion Pop EP. Really proud because I released on my birthday 2 Angels, and then I released Grateful, after Thanksgiving, and then to end the year in December, releasing Purple Haze, Bad AF. And so I'm really, really excited just to be releasing these tracks and staying true to my feelings as an artist and as a creative. I got this one program, so I'm going to be playing with my vocals a lot more in 2024. I'm going to take a Lover's Fairy Tale, the spoken word album that I created, and I'm putting that together. So I will be releasing that in January on all platforms. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'll have my whole back catalog out, except for some beats that I've made, but I plan on recording some audio lyrics on some of them. So some I'll release as solos with EDMs, no lyrics, but then some I have so many things I've written and ideas for new catchy hooks and lyrics. So I'm excited to lay those down and get in my studio in New York and just record and release a bunch of music. And I have more exciting artist things coming up I'll share with you in 2024. I would love to hear from you. What are you creating? What are you reading? What are you listening to? And I don't know if you know this, but Libby, Libby, is an app. Through your public library, you can download up to 30 audiobooks per month for free. I just listened to this book, The Courage to Be Disliked. It's 6 hours, but it took me probably like 12 hours because I had to keep going back and listening to it. But there's great philosophies and different applied actions. I highly recommend The Courage to Be Disliked for your holiday listening and going into 2024. So I had this one experience. I remember it was in 2007, and I was around Mark Wahlberg a few times. And I remember the communication of the people around me, and they were saying how Mark focuses on his acting projects that are director-led. I knew it was smart, but I really didn't understand and get it. And I've thought about it here and there. I really get it now. I really get it now. Recently, I went into a Timothée Chalamet rabbit hole, and I watched, I think, all of his films. A Rainy Day in New York is my favorite. Wow. I love all Woody Allen's films, honestly. They're always so kooky. I love the New York themes, the scenery, the storylines, the city, the art, the culture of New York. But he does a great job, Timothée Chalamet, in that film. Yeah, I watched all his films. I'm in love. I'm like completely in love now. I'm a big fan of his work. He's played such great, interesting characters. They're all so unique, bones and all. The director, Luca, I read Timothée Chalamet was introduced to this Italian director, Luca, in 2013. And then 5 years later, Call Me By Your Name. He just cast him. He didn't even audition him. He just cast him in the film. And then I went on to watch a couple of Luca's films. So I've been one after another watching actors. For example, Mia Goth. I like her acting. A long time ago, I read a quote, someone saying that Johnny Depp's favorite director was this director from Denmark. His name's Lars. And I looked him up. He directed Nymphomaniacs. I love that movie. Blue is the Warmest Color. Love that movie. There's a Greek actor who plays the lead. It was like in 2013 because when I looked up Lars, and I wanted to do short films before, but then I didn't understand like short films until around 2013, 2014, because he did, I think, about 8 shorts before he did his first full-length feature, and that's when I did Red Egg, my first short on the Red Epic. It was in 2014. It was because of Lars. I was really inspired by him and his work. Finally, I watched Asteroid City, Wes Anderson's film, recently, and then Saltburn, Emerald. She's an actor, but she wrote and directed Young Promising Woman and Saltburn. I saw it twice last night. I saw it with my sister. Love the film. Yeah, so these are some recommendations for you if you want to check out these films. I finally saw The Whale. Wow, super beautiful and difficult to watch. Definitely a must see, The Whale. And Oh my God, there's this one film and I found this actor recently, words written on the bathroom wall. So then I went to my IMDb Pro and I made a list because you can make lists and I never did it. But so I'm taking all these directors, Luca, Wes Anderson, Darren Aronofsky. I'm taking all these directors so then I can just hit the director list and then just watch all their films. And then I created an actor list as well with some of my favorite actors like Timothée Chalamet, Mia Goth, and just so I can watch their films. Dollyland's amazing. I don't know if it's out yet, but it's a great film. Yeah, so like I said, Nymphomaniacs is great. Blue is the warmest color. I don't know if you saw, it's a classic. Vicky Cristina Barcelona with Penelope Cruz and Scarlett Johansson. Ugh, it's such a great film. I would definitely see that one. If you have any ideas or recommendations for me, let me know. You can contact me, like I said, on social media or just through my website. Definitely recommend some projects to me. I'd appreciate that. If you want any more recommendations, let me know. I'm here for you. So the other day I watched 6 films in a row. I'm like a maniac. It was so cozy and wonderful. I can't believe it. I never saw 10 Things I Hate About You. It's like a classic film. It was from 1999. Heath Ledger is the star of it. And then there's all these actors that I know about. And now, they've gone off to have different careers. But wow, the casting on that film, and it's such a beautiful film. So it's more of a light rom-com, and then The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I actually read the script and I went out for one of the roles, and the sophisticated all-star cast. If I would have booked that role, my career would have just been in a totally different place right now. But I was thinking about it. It's tough. It's tough, and I was up for a lot of things. I booked a lot of roles. I didn't book a lot more roles, and it was tiring. And I like a pair of brakes. You need to change the rotors. It gets rusty and makes that noise, and you just need fresh pads. So I took time off for a lot of different reasons. I am fueled back up now, which is very exciting. I just wonder, what if I would have kept going, But we can't live that way, because that's not life. That's not how life is. I do wonder, some of these amazing roles, Perks of Being a Wallflower and some of these other epic roles I went out for, it would have been a great break for me to help my career. That would have gave me momentum to keep going. But, I'll be the first to admit to you, because I just admitted it and thought it was reflecting over the last few days, over the last week, I might have been broken. I might have, you have to break in a horse, right? I think I was just it broke me. The industry can do it, and I'm strong, and I come back, and I'm gonna keep growing and growing. But I definitely maybe had enough and needed to take a break for multiple reasons. It is what it is. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I just wanted to say I honor you. I thank you so much. This has been so exciting, and I'm so proud that this theme of the season was all about acting and Hollywood. And I was calling it Hollywood and NFTs, I think, at the beginning of the season. And I'm leaving you with a success story of one actor here in the world, back on the map. So this is the beginning. We're just getting started. It's going to be a journey, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Yeah, just here to be vulnerable and share as much as possible. I hope I inspire you. And, my friend, there's a Basquiat exhibition here in LA. I saw it in New York last year. It's amazing. So check it out online if you can go see the Basquiat exhibition. If it's touring to your city, definitely check it out. But my friend, Dr. Marcus Collins, who I've mentioned on the show, we're going to have him on in 2024. He was speaking there not too long ago, last week. And he was with this one person who I didn't know, but I went to his page and he did a post, and it was like a quote from Basquiat saying that the best artists are the ones who inspire other people. And I love that because it resonates with me. It's what I do. It's who I am. And from day one, I live to inspire and to be the ripple effect, one person at a time. Yay. Cool. I'm going to play Grateful for You because I'm so grateful for you. And we're going to wrap out season 5 right now. And we're going to come back in 2024. So happy New Year. Take really good care. Stay healthy and safe. And we'll see you in 2024.
Grateful. Yeah. grateful? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I'm grateful.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Katie over and out.